Arsenal must tread carefully when dealing with Alexandre Lacazette over the coming months, with the Frenchman's future a hot topic in North London. Lacazette's contract expires at the end of June and it is yet to be decided whether the club will offer him new terms, or allow him to leave in the upcoming transfer windows. The 30-year-old future is back on the agenda at Arsenal after he scored a dramatic injury time equaliser in the 2-2 draw against Crystal Palace on Monday. Lacazette has never really commanded the status as one of the first names on the team sheet during his 4 years at Arsenal. He has often been in the shadow of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, viewed as a good option to have rather than a first-choice striker. Despite this, Lacazette has been a consistent goalscorer for Arsenal. Alongside Aubameyang, he is one of just 8 players to have netted over 10 Premier League goals in each of the past 4 seasons. The fact the rest of the list is Harry Kane, Mohamed Salah, Son Heung-min, Raheem Sterling, Jamie Vardy and Chris Wood shows the inherent contradictions within Lacazette, and the difficulties in deciding his future. He is a useful player, but not a talisman. So should Arsenal hand him a new contract? And if so, on what terms? Or should they allow him to move on and usher in a new era? Mikel Arteta is keeping his cards close to his chest for now. Anything is possible, he replied when asked about Lacazette's future in his press conference ahead of Friday's match against Aston Villa. The problem for Arteta is time. The clock is ticking and if the situation is not resolved by January, then Lacazette will be able to speak to other clubs about the possibility of a free transfer in the summer. It's the situation that we have and we have to accept it, Arteta added. I cannot ask anything from the player with the way he's dealing with that situation. It's not an individual situation, it's a situation that has a knock-on effect on others that we have to deal with in the past as well and still now to see what the best option is going to be for everybody this season. Whether Arteta was referring to Mesut Ozil there is unclear, but the playmaker certainly springs to mind when reading the Arsenal manager's comments. Arteta is right to refer to knock-on effects, and his answer to the follow-up question goes some way to explaining his caution. With a player sometimes the motivation can be just his financial future, he said. It's not the case with Laka. He showed that since I've been here every single day and that's why he's a really important player for this team. To his detractors at least, Ozil's final few years at Arsenal were defined by financial motivations. The contract is infamous to Arsenal fans. On February 1, 2018 it was announced that the German international had signed a new contract, which would run to the summer of 2021 and pay Ozil £350,000 per week before tax. It proved to be a disastrous decision. Ozil's form fell off a cliff shortly after. Unai Emery froze him out and Arteta inherited the problem, which was finally solved at great expense in January when Arsenal offloaded him to Fenerbahce. Arsenal have been burned before and they surely won't repeat such a costly mistake with Lacazette. He doesn't have the same importance to the club and would therefore never command wages in Ozil's league. But, as Arteta intimated, the question of Lacazette's future has knock-on effects to others. Arsenal spent the summer transfer window attempting to rebuild their squad by spending £150 million on 6 new players. Now they must think carefully about how they want to continue that process. Lacazette could prove emblematic of the wider direction of travel.